NBS, I can't grow a beard like yours.
What?
You don't know you can't grow a beard.
Cruz, get the extinguisher, because I'm on fire.
Oh my God! All right, boys, we're back again here at the Slice headquarters
Is the
in
camera on?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. In such a great fashion style, boy. We're talking right now. One of the biggest questions we asked for you, the fans. What are you guys' thoughts on the new, basically, phase of Marvel when it comes to mutants? Basically, it's its own
Mutants,
kind of
Fantastic Four.
I'm talking, god damn it. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's basically a whole chunk of it was its own series, right? Carl, would you say during the Fox era you had Blade, you had Ghost Rider, you had X-Men, you had the Fantastic Four. It almost felt like their own universe, right?
Yeah, that was the golden age of Fox animation.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the animation or live action.
What are you talking about?
Oh, God.
Hey,
live action.
Oh, live action?
No, I'm just talking about it was their own series.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're only
I'm gonna
talking.
stop talking to you.
You're only talking about live action films.
No,
Yeah,
because you're talking about the
like-
animated series.
No, well, I'm talking about literally live action. They had the same thing. Live action. We're talking about live action.
Okay.
We're here. God damn, I hate you. God. Just, you won't talk at all during this episode. Anyway, let me ask for people who are interested in this topic.
I am interested, but you framed the question oddly. You made it seem
Okay, I apologize.
Tell him, Cruz. Tell him.
I apologize. Carlos, I won't tell you to go off yourself. Please, Carlos, what are your thoughts on live action during the movie series? Live action series in theaters from Fox. Like, they had the Mutants, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Blade.
Blade was Sony.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Most of them suck.
Most of them suck?
Yeah.
The Mutants too? X-Men movies?
I didn't even know that one came out.
The X-Men movies?
No, the New Mutants one.
No, I'm talking about X-Men, my bad. Like, not talking about the
They're
Mutants.
okay.
Talking about the old ones, huh?
Yeah, Fantastic Four, obviously. But, that itself was a juggernaut of movies, right? You thought you would think it was in its own universe, right?
Not really, to be honest.
Oh, no?
No.
You kind of always, thought, oh, they're part of one.
Because X-Men and Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four, the live action ones are very bright colored.
Yeah.
While the X-Men movies, I'm not saying they're dark, but they're a little bit more muted.
Yeah. No,
So-
but I'm not saying I guess I think I worded it
like-
wrong universe, but it's like their own little franchise going on right there, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely its own little like Fox doing its own thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't put it on par with its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're only connected by the thinnest thread, which was Fox.
Yeah, that's true. Carl, well, that's pretty much what I was asking.
Yeah.
I mean, for its own thing. I mean, it wasn't obviously it had a
Well, that's the
cinematic
thing,
universe.
Well, that's
but
the thing, I don't even think they were their own thing.
yeah.
As a franchise, individually, yeah, but as a thing, I wouldn't even have thought of connecting them.
Well, I just thought of because they were owned by for Fox. That's why I consider them in their own little island, basically.
I think they were all different enough and different in quality enough that you would just be
Believe.
kind of not really associate with them, associate them to each other.
That was I didn't want to try to associate it.
Yeah.
I was just saying that they're in their own island, being owned by this company. And
They were doing fine on their own without Marvel's.
Well, that's what I was trying to kind of say. They
Yeah.
were literally in their own area, while the other movies weren't even really a part of anything per se. You didn't see a bunch of Captain America films until Iron Man until 2000s, where they started let's start making these movies more, right? I mean, who owned the rights for Marvel itself? Just Marvel?
Yeah.
And
Just the Marvel thing.
So basically, they were just kind of trying to put on their pennies, okay, we'll put this and we'll put that.
Yeah. Like I mentioned many times, Marvel was going bankrupt, so they needed money. So they were selling characters to different movie studios so they could make money, and that's pretty much how we got Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Blade.
Yeah.
Blade's only Sony. Is it the only Marvel Sony?
Was the Punisher as well?
I think the Punisher too.
Yeah.
Punisher. Or which one though?
I think the first one.
Yeah, and then Fox owned Daredevil and stuff like that.
Daredevil.
Yeah, but I'm saying you saw those movies on their own at that time. You know? You didn't see Iron Man, you didn't see Captain, how it is right now, the juggernaut of the Avengers.
Those old films, super old ones.
But those were let's make a kids movie, and then it ended up being.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
Captain America with a super jump.
Like it felt like they were in their own time, and like you didn't really see it like how it is now.
Everything that interconnected and
and like I said, they weren't. I'm trying to say like they're connected or anything, but they all had that similar. Like they're the only superheroes in town. You know, they're competing. They weren't even competing with Batman or anything. It was just like if they're doing it, we can do it too. Like type. Like it never felt like it was competition.
The Marvel DC fandom was not violent back then when these movies came out.
Yeah, I think they were just happy to be around.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad we have this, guys.
And also before superhero movies became the fad.
Yeah. Krusty, for you, obviously growing up into this, for you, were they top notch in your eyes when you saw these movies like Fantastic Four, X-Men?
Well, like I was like a kid when I watched the films. So
yeah, well,
watching them, I was just like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like I remember watching also like the Batman one, the Batman Forever. I was like, this is hype. Like I was super excited, and then rewatching them now, like knowing like what's good quality like films, I'm just like, man, like
what was I thinking?
I was like embarrassed. I was like,
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Yeah, I didn't watch those films.
Like even though half of your friends did too.
It's like us with like the Star Wars prequels. It's like, yeah, nostalgia makes them like fun for us, but I mean, really, like from a factual standpoint, they're shitty movies.
Not the Empire Strikes Back, bro.
No, the prequels.
Oh, yeah, the prequels.
Yeah.
I mean, can you go back to the prequels and say they're shitty, or can you actually sit down and watch them? They're great.
I would say.
I didn't sit down and watch them.
Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are shitty movies.
I didn't like Attack of the Clones.
Revenge of the Sith, I would say is the only decent one, but I mean, like, I could still watch Phantom Menace because of nostalgia. Because when you're little, you're like, this is the shit.
Yeah.
But now that you're older and like Trusty said, like, you know what good movies are, you'll be like, this is a shitty movie.
Would you say Phantom Menace just felt more childish than compared to the Sith, Revenge of the Sith? I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Just because I remember Phantom Menace, and I remember the corniness of like little Anakin. Like, whoa!
I remember like once they got to Coruscant and started talking about trade negotiation, everybody just checks out.
Yeah, okay. It gets all like,
what?
But right now, we're skipping. We're kind of jumping way far away. We're talking about Marvel and mutants. I brought this up because everybody's always curious, like how they're gonna bring back. Well, how are they gonna bring the X-Men or Daredevil or the Fantastic Four, right, Cruz? I think that's one thing you wanted to talk about. Yeah. And I just wanted to bring that up because they were kind of before the Avengers, before that. Like they're older technically in movie cinema than all these other characters, even though they came out in the Incredible Hulk movie.
They're in the vault.
Or the Thor when they all come out, or Iron Man when he looks like a rocket or whatever. Yeah. But I just bring it up because they were there before the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's interesting to kind of say, well, how do you bring these type of characters into the new type of a era? Yeah. I mean, Carlos, you don't really care about spoilers, right?
No spoilers, no.
Yeah, he's a simple man. But the newest Wanda episode basically enters Pietro, the brother of Scarlet Witch, comes back.
Yeah,
but it's not him. It's basically the one from the X-Men.
Okay.
From the first class and all that.
Okay.
So basically, that's like the biggest what the hell. So this kind of like in your mind watching that, what do you think? In your eyes, is it Wanda? Like I said, Wanda has this world. She's making it up.
As of right now, I haven't seen Wanda, but I know it's like in its own little.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
It's on her head. She's making it.
It's not in her. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can do whatever. Like she can do they can do whatever they want since it's not in the real world.
Okay, so what are your thoughts of watching someone
they could throw Jar Jar Binks in there.
Yeah.
And it would still make sense.
But meaning this character came from the X-Men First Class. Any thoughts of that? What do you, I mean?
Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, I'd rather have them. It makes some sense. Okay. Like it's in her head. Like maybe she's funneling other dimensions through her mind.
So you would think that this is like a dimension type of...
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's a dimensional thing, but it makes sense structurally. Like, they're not just gonna be like, oh, here's Quicksilver.
Yeah.
He was always around. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, it's something non-tangible that we can explain.
Okay.
Like, they have a
would you
Uno reverse?
Would you care to think about explaining it? Like, what's your thoughts? What would you think having him instead of the actual brother from the Age of Ultron, and they replaced him with the guy from X-Men?
Well, like you said, it's all in her head. She can imagine anything.
Would you think? Would you care to know why would they do that? Or
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be an explanation.
God,
like I said, like
Carlos.
Which is a theory.
No, like I said, I did say like maybe her mind is like funneling thoughts from another dimension. Right? Yeah, I mean like there's ways to explain it.
Yeah.
Like Thanos is secretly pulling all the strings. Galactus is toying with her so she can have things from other dimensions pop out, and Marvel can be like, oh, now we can throw things from other worlds that didn't previously exist. Like, there's ways to explain it.
Now, would you say this is a step into the entering the mutants or X-Men and all that?
Yeah, because like you can do whatever you want now. Now you can be like, okay, they exist now because of this.
Okay.
Like,
so you're
like, well, not say they exist, but be like, oh, we can now throw in the X-Men and be like, oh, we were from this universe, but I guess we got thrown into this universe.
Yeah.
And, this explains it. It's not like, oh, the X-Men existed and we just didn't pop out anywhere.
All right. Cruz, how about you? Man of mystery, man of knowledge of history. May you please educate me in why you think.
Wisdom.
Show us your wisdom, old man.
Okay, the Pietro part, they said it in the show.
Say it like how she does it.
She recasted him.
Okay.
Pietro. Oh yeah, she got her Russian accent back. Pietro. Got
Petrov.
I remember you get Petrov.
You're racist, dude.
I remember
You're
Chris is so bad at us, me and my uncle, because we were clowning on him with because we thought she was missaying paprika, and then Cruz is like it's paprika, that's a dish, idiots, and we're like,
no.
God.
She says this is not paprika.
Yeah, and we're like, gay. But I just wanted to pull that out because I remember we were just clowning on her like, can't you say paprika correct? She's like,
where's paprika from?
It's from her country. We checked. We Googled it.
We
were wrong.
So you got to be tolerant of other countries and their cultures.
No, we just didn't know. That's how she.
That's why you're ignorant of other cultures, man. You got to be respectful.
I gotta be ignorant. You're ignorant.
Cruz is just trying to be culturally sensitive here.
I'm not with him.
I'm gonna punch all of you in the face. Anyways,
Okay, back to what we're talking
what
about.
were you talking about? Enough about
Back to
paprika.
Petrov.
Sounds like an oil company.
Pietro.
Petro.
Oil company.
Pedro Pascal.
Petrov, not Exxon.
Petro.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, continue, Chris.
Mandalorian.
I don't think the X-Men need to have a big old story that they came from another dimension or another portal or another rolling thing.
Yeah.
What if the X-Men are already in the MCU? They weren't hurt enough because nobody knew what they were. They probably think they're inhuman. They're like saying, "Oh, but how you can expect Magneto?"
Hey, don't say Inhuman, man. That doesn't exist anymore. That was a one-time thing, and they
Oh, yeah.
chucked
They
it.
chucked it up.
They chucked it off the roof.
But they're just super people with powers.
People power.
People power.
Isn't there a word for those people in this universe?
Inhumans.
Mutants.
No, but like originally they were called Inhumans, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the mutants thing.
Yeah.
So they had to use Inhumans.
Yeah.
So they were being called Inhumans, right?
Yeah, they're being called Inhumans. So they're like, "Oh, well, how are you gonna explain Magneto? Their parents were killed in Age of Ultron." No. Yes, her parents were killed. Could they have been her real parents? No.
I thought they were just test subjects from
That's what I'm going to next.
from the Age of Ultron.
But what if the stones? Didn't the stones give them the powers? What if they had their powers but it was dormant, and the only thing the stones did was intensify their powers, and that's why she's so strong?
maximum power voltage? All right, that's your theory.
That's why does everything have to go magic, portals, ultra dimensions?
So rather than having them use magic to bring mutants in, you'd rather have them use magic to give them their powers?
He doesn't want magic, he said. Oh wait,
No. I said that
the stones are giving them powers.
I said
No, he said that
the stone. Only thing the stone did was intensify the power.
like it just gave him a juice up, like a steroid.
Yeah, it just recharged their power.
This is theory.
Okay.
This is theory.
Isn't Wanda
Chill,
already
chill,
a mutant though?
That's what I'm
The
saying.
knife
That's
down.
what I'm saying. That they already had the powers.
Like
but
potentially every human could have
Dormant.
powers in them, and then the stone just.
You
the
got the
only thing the stone did was just recharge their power.
Ah, okay. That's a good theory. I hope it doesn't come true. Krusty, my friend, what are your thoughts on that? Yes, that was great.
I tried burping.
Burping?
I tried burping. I had like a stroke, but
For all those drug victims.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say that?
No, you can't say that.
It's not very
shoot.
PC. I'm kidding.
Just censor me.
Censor you.
Censor me. No, I kind of like what Cruz was saying. I mean, they could just introduce some like they're barely gonna get a story. I mean, like they're barely like arising, like the mutants and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's barely gonna be a thing.
Okay.
But I don't know, like when he came out, the other Flash.
The other Flash?
Oh my!
You mean Quicksilver?
The other Quicksilver.
They already did that in the Flash TV series.
Man, it's
That's how he got his name, the Flash.
Yeah.
God.
No.
I hope that doesn't become relevant, just relevant, so I can laugh at Cruz that day. Ha!
No,
That was such a money grab right there.
It was.
I think they might introduce like mutants like maybe after the Doctor Strange film.
Okay.
I think because
You think that has to do with something like that?
yeah, because clearly like
She knows what she's doing.
when she comes, yeah, like I think she bought like a Quicksilver from a different multiverse. You get me?
Yeah.
Like she did something stupid, and then and then Doctor Strange has to come and be like, "Hey, I gotta fix this," and that's where Doctor Strange 2 comes in, and then that's where they bring back 2 other characters. Remember, they were saying that they're gonna bring back 2 characters.
Well, supposedly the thing was that, well, not supposedly, but she's supposedly in the movie with her.
Yeah, that's right.
And then obviously Spider-Man is first, so obviously after Spider-Man is Doctor Strange. And the theory is Doctor Strange might do something where there's a spider, like their own Spider-Verse in Spider-Man. What do they think they're gonna call the new movie?
Oh, Tom Holland came out saying it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, of course, but I mean
You think they trained him well not to say anything?
well, yeah.
And they retrained him because he was kept spoiling.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
Shut up!
It's like asking, like, are you? Who is in the movie? People.
I'm in it. I think.
Why would you want to spoil that? Like, if you know what I mean? Like, why would you ruin it by?
But
I think it's a big
Tom
surprise. No, I know that. But like,
I think it was just Tom Holland, just trying to save his own butt.
yeah, basically. It's not like they have like millions of like evidence of pictures of certain characters. Like, why are you in LA? Why are you in LA? Why are you in LA?
I live in LA.
At the same time.
But they do that.
They do that, yeah. But I mean, certain spots, I guess. But they're all rumors. But I hope something happens. But we do know Doctor Strange is in the movie of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So when you have Doctor Strange, when you have a wizard, what does that mean? Magic.
You're a wizard, Peter.
Balloon tricks?
You're a wizard, Peter.
What do you think about like the whole thing that she was saying, like, oh, we're gonna have like a Luke Skywalker pop?
Oh, you think? If I think that was him?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So the thing was that she went out and said we're gonna have a Luke Skywalker type of appearance, and everybody, even in some of the things, were laughing because like, is this Luke Skywalker?
I'm checking out, man. I'm checking out of this. I'm not even gonna bother with this show.
I think it's Magneto.
If it wasn't the Quicksilver, who do you think it might be then?
Magneto.
No, I think it's gonna be like how you were saying. I think it could
Professor
be like
X?
Professor X.
That'll be cool. But which one though? Which one do you want?
I mean,
They might recast him.
Just recast the whole different Professor X?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be crazy if they don't recast.
Because then why didn't they recast Quicksilver then?
Well, because they couldn't afford them.
Tommy!
They couldn't afford. They couldn't afford the
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart would do it again.
He would.
No,
He
but I
said
think
he
they
would,
couldn't.
yeah.
No, I think what's the original?
He also said he
Quicksilver.
wouldn't reprise Picard, and we got.
Oh, the one from Kick-Ass?
Yeah, from Kick-Ass. I think they just couldn't. I don't think he was interested.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's mostly likely. I think they would have gotten him if that was him. Like they would have. I mean, unless, like I said, they changed. I don't know. It's just that was a better Quicksilver from X-Men.
Yeah.
He was a way better Quicksilver.
I agree.
You can't lie.
Maybe they were like, trying to get Kick-Ass Quicksilver, and they're like, he doesn't want to do it. And one of them was like, hey, I heard the other Quicksilver might do it, and they just kind of BS'd it. Like, it all just fell into place.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they explain how he appeared. You know.
They got to recast Wolverine. They got to recast Cyclops. They got to recast Jean. I don't think Jean's gonna come back.
I think they're gonna just do like a light recast, like not light, but they're just gonna recast everybody. Yeah. Maybe some people survived, but some people didn't.
Hi, I'm the new Cyclops.
Yeah, basically. Wait a minute, you're the same guy from every other one. No, I'm the guy from Sonic.
Call me Cyclops.
No, but what? I think I'd be interested in seeing a new recast of a bunch of characters. What's his face? What's your boyfriend's name?
Loki?
Vision?
No, Loki.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. But I mean, I would like to see someone like
new
we're
talking
doing
about?
it. You know, well, new recasting.
Hugh Jackman's not gonna come back.
Okay, well he'll come out in Deadpool's movie.
Marvel is just coming up to him like, I got a check right here. I could write all kinds of numbers on it.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take?
Yeah, basically.
No skin cancer.
He's like, what's it gonna take? It's like Deadpool.
Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool's been announced to be a third one. Is gonna be a horror rated R. So I mean, it's good. I mean, he's kind of like the first official X-Men. No, like I guess Mutant movie to be announced. Yeah. Besides the appearance of
Pietro.
Quicksilver. I'm gonna just call him Quicksilver because I ain't gonna deal with your bullshit ass.
Yeah, why call him Petrov?
Well, because that's his actual name.
Call him Quicksilver.
Well, I call him Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah. the 2.0 the botched version of Flash. But I think I'm a bigger fan of this Flash. I mean, this guy Quicksilver as than the Flashes right now.
Of all of the Flashes?
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah! He was entertainment in the last two movies that we
just like the music.
That's the whole one.
If they put a kick-ass soundtrack to the Flash TV series, I'd watch it.
And the Fantastic Four. Now that they're doing the cosmic energy and the cosmic space and all that.
You mean Sword, right?
Yeah, Sword and all that. That's how they can introduce the Fantastic Four.
Oh my god. Oh. No, but there is a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of things riding on. Like a lot of people have been talking about Fantastic Four appearing in a side part in a movie. That could be introduced. Like a lot of people.
Like Ben was supposed to come out in Black Widow.
Can I put forward a theory?
Yes, finally.
Finally, he has a theory.
Carlos cares.
Lost my parents.
Okay. Like it's a little bit kind of like Cruz's. Maybe the stone gave him their power.
Be original, man.
What if all the mutants are the people who got dusted in Infinity War, and then they came back, and something about being dusted or shot into whatever activated their powers, and you could say all the mutants are basically the people who were dusted.
Spider-Man's a mutant?
So Spider-Man's a mutant?
No, the mutants.
He's been a mutant.
Well, I mean, he had already powers.
Okay.
No, isn't it at some point like it's like puberty?
Yeah, your mutant powers don't kick into.
Yeah,
everybody got puberty.
Well, that's why this activate, like you said, this activates something in them. Like it's like, oh, like we didn't get killed, we just got shot into another dimension or whatever, and we existed in limbo, and that activated something in our genes.
No, isn't it like they got knocked out, like they fell asleep and then they woke up?
That's why it's like they came back and it was like, oh, I came back.
Is it like Heroes?
I hit puberty and hit something. Yeah.
Is it like the show Heroes?
No, but I'm saying is like the people who are being considered mutants are only people who got dusted.
Okay.
And then like
certain people.
Yeah, only certain people. Like if you didn't get dusted, you're not gonna be having power.
So you're saying the Infinity Gauntlet was racist?
Yes.
Half of humanity.
No, like it didn't dust mutants, it dusted people, and then when they came back, that activated their mutant whatever, or whatever you want to call it. And then to investigate that, like there's people going like, okay, there's people developing powers out of random now. Let's figure out what this is. Let's shoot some people into space and figure out what it is. To have some experiments, cosmic rays hit them.
Oh man, and Dr. Doom. That's crazy.
So you connect both of them.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Cosmic rays.
What about you, Tony?
Me?
What do you think?
I'll just sit back and enjoy the film.
You fake, man.
Okay, look, this is my thing. The most tricky thing that always confused me was that I guess those which one was it? The space stone, right? That's the one that gave Wanda. It wasn't the space stone. It was the Mind Stone, right?
The red one.
No, the Mind Stone was the one.
The yellow one. That was in.
The Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone was in that. Okay, Hydra had the Mind Stone because they were taking the powers from they captured the staff from what Loki had in the first one, and then obviously they were showing for Age of Ultron that they had, obviously they got the powers from the Mind Stone. And then my thing is, I'm assuming at that point I don't think they ever had a thought of ever getting the mutants. So at this point I was kind of confused, like how they're gonna get mutants at all. I mean, best possible way is maybe exactly how it's just like the way it has to be something to do with the gauntlet or something like you said.
There has to be something that activates it, because you can't be going like, oh, there were mutants this whole time.
Yeah, because I want to say it'll be kind of cheap, like if they do like in the, Doctor Strange, if they just pull out another, unless they do something where they do like in Flashpoint, where they do something and just throws off like a different type of world where there are mutants crews. But then again, I want to think bad of it. Inhumans, like whatever happened to those things, you know what I mean?
Well, they still have to be around too.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's hard for me to give a thought. I like Carlos's. Carlos's, like, it just starts bringing out mutants. But then again, it's like the alien humans, and then the Mind Stone doesn't really care. Like, Mind Stone carries abilities, and it gave it to, obviously, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. It's a hard thing for me to go like, sit down. I would have to theorize.
Like, if you're not a Marvel fan and you're like, what does he have his powers? Oh, he's an Inhuman. How does he have his powers? He's a mutant. Yeah. How does he have his powers? Oh, he got bitten by a spider.
Yeah.
How does he have his powers? He was genetically altered during World War II.
Yeah.
You know what? Screw this. I'm checking out.
Well, that's how it is right now in the book.
Well, it's always been like that. Yeah. I mean, comics have made it that way. You get abilities by certain things, but then obviously mutants of right now at the moment. You kind of like, so where did you guys come from? How have you long been here?
Yeah, like if they've just been around, I would kind of be like, really?
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, I like that whole creation, like that, like how you. I think you guys were similar, where it's like the stones or something
activated. There's a reason we haven't seen them before.
Yeah, you two sound like the closest to. So it might be happening like that, you know,
okay.
the whole.
Okay, that's cool.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but should they resolve?
Alright, I'll do it.
I'm kidding. No, but like they were like activation, you know what I mean?
At least I had an idea. You're just like, I agree with you guys.
I explained that it's hard for me to think about it because I step back and watch the Inhumans were technically. I mean, Cruz, for you, what Inhumans are they technically mutants?
Cruz is not paying attention.
Yeah.
But I mean, for them, why did they call themselves the Inhumans though? Like,
they don't want to be. It's like a Civil War thing. We don't want to be called mutants because we're not mutated. We just enhance.
Oh, it was like a gift.
Yeah.
Wait, weren't they aliens?
No.
Oh, they were.
You're talking about the last movie for the X-Men, man. X-Men film.
That's what I'm saying. Like my thought process is all jammed up because
everybody thinks mutants are the bad ones.
Yeah.
Inhumans are the good ones.
Yeah, but technically Inhumans are the bad ones.
Are the same thing.
Yeah, but Inhumans technically are like chose, right?
People just being racist.
Yeah. Their own people being racist to each other.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was stuck and I was thinking, I was confused because I was trying to keep up with Marvel's explanation of everything, and then I'm like, what's going on?
Do you think we're gonna get like we're ever gonna see X-Men versus Avengers film?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a definitely.
But it won't be with like Chris Evans and
Yeah. Well,
there's this show called Parks and Rec.
Yes, I know.
And there's an episode where Patton Oswalt is trying to filibuster in Town Hall.
Star Wars?
Yeah, and he's talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and like he's going through like a bunch of BS to get Star Wars into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and just the way he like breaks everything down, this is what it sounds like what they're going through. Like okay, we use the stones to connect to WandaVision, and therefore she can create anything in her mind, and that's how we can add Luke Skywalker and introduce Star Wars into Marvel.
Oh no!
This sounds like a very bad Patton Oswalt skit.
I just think what's her face, the actress, if she thought like what's his face was like Luke Skywalker type of character, she was wrong. Like
no. She said that at the end of the series they're gonna get a.
Oh, at the end of the series.
Yeah, end of the series.
Okay, good. Because I was saying Quicksilver's cool. I like them in X-Men, but I don't think he's Luke Skywalker.
No. That's what I'm saying. It has to be Magneto.
I would say it can't be Magneto. That's a leap. Here's your daddy. Who's your daddy?
It has to be someone like new. It can't just be like like another movie.
Or it could be the
like,
guy they've been saying, the devil.
Oh, Mephisto?
Yeah.
Oh, that Quicksilver is
Yeah.
Mephisto.
You know what? I hope it's wrong, so then I could be like, huh? It wasn't.
Because everybody wants to be right.
Yeah, everybody wants Mephisto to be the...
I just want them to be wrong.
That's how the
Anyways,
twins are born.
I think we talked quite a bunch about this topic. Hopefully, we're thinking mutants will come in during the whole gauntlet snap and then causing some puberty or some essence of mutation in them, right?
Damn it, Steve, why did you go see Peggy?
So now that was us. And hopefully, like I said, if you liked, if you dislike it.
Smash
It's
that
not our
like
problem.
button.
Smash the like.
Smash
Alright, but and then subscribe if you want. If not, we'll catch you in the next one. And hopefully you guys enjoy your rest of the weekend. Ciao.
Weekend was a fun.